Alert update to a story unfolding in western Wisconsin. A lawsuit filed today seeks to delay the closure of Sacred Heart and St. Joseph hospitals in Eau Claire and Chippewa Falls. As we've reported, HSHS said it would close those facilities by April 21st. Today's lawsuit, filed by Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, argues the closure lacks the legal required notice, potentially causing significant harm to patient care and overwhelming other regional healthcare facilities. The plaintiffs want the closures delayed until at least July 21st. Outside the two hospitals, Purveyor Health also said it would close all locations across the Chippewa Valley.
Meanwhile, Oak Leaf Medical Network, an independent physician association of western Wisconsin, announces plans to create a new community hospital in the Chippewa Valley. Officials have hired Mike Sanders, a respected healthcare executive, to lead that effort. Oak Leaf aims to develop a comprehensive plan for the hospital within 3 weeks.